Today's harsh economy is finding many business owners being forced to throw in the towel. One man, however, actually came out of retirement to help save the company that he spent nearly 50 years building. At age 79, Albert Boskoff should be playing golf or spending time with his grandkids.
Right now, white dinner wears in. Some people think it's foolish, in the sense of why do I want to do this at this age?
Boskoff retired 4 years ago and left the company under new ownership. This led to overexpansion that ultimately caused the chain to spiral into Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
We had 9,000 coworkers. I think many of them would be out of a job. Certainly the 600 that I knew very well and knew were very important would probably not have a job.
Boskoff and his partner Edward Lakin were able to raise $300 million to buy back the company in early December, an arguably remarkable feat in today's economy. But they didn't do it alone.
Well, the family was willing to put in, and a few friends, almost $50 million. We're independent, we're out of Chapter 11, and we have a well-funded department store that has every reason to succeed.
This accomplishment comes as a surprise, as many notable businesses are being forced to downsize. The Home Depot is cutting 7,000 jobs and closing 34 of its stores. Caterpillar is preparing for one of its worst decades in history by cutting 20,000 jobs. And still other companies like Circuit City have been forced to close their doors altogether.
It's tough. Although there's money out there, it's kind of locked up. And so getting a restructuring plan together, it's almost impossible.
With such a high risk for failure, why would Boskoff willingly jump back into a struggling market?
Hey, I like your display.
Oh, thanks.
It looks nice.
His interest isn't in the money. He'd be better off not coming back. He's investing his own money, but more than that, he's investing his life in rebuilding something that was important to him. That sends a very loud signal to his customers.
I tell you, if you're going to run something, you better care about your people. Because if you don't care about them, they're not going to care about you. Wonderful seeing you. How you doing? Answering my mail, I felt I owed it to these people to answer each one individually. I did. It was nice to see that they really wanted us to be here. They didn't want to see empty stores. Hopefully we'll live up to their expectations.
Boskoff's close relationship with his employees, his customers, and the community are arguably some of the trade secrets that helped to pull his business out of bankruptcy. Of course, the reality is that it's still a business.
Oh, tomorrow's my last day.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I was really upset. I'm here 20 years in December. I had 4 days off. I just came in today and found out. And I like working here. I really enjoy coming in.
I think the fact that we're in a recession makes it more difficult. We'll be going into February, it's a tougher month, but the December, January, which will be our financial year this year, will be profitable, and then we have to prove that in a recession that we can run a successful store for 12 months rather than 2 months. We did cut our expenses then, and we're continuing to cut them now so that we can survive.
Boskoff's has closed nearly 10 of its stores, proving that no company is totally safe in this economy. Still, Boskoff is hopeful.
We're going to win.
The question still remains, will Boskoff's celebrated return be enough to keep the chain afloat, or will its doors finally be forced to close for good? Medlar Field, home of Penn State baseball and the State College Spikes. Completed in 2006, Medlar Field is certainly an attractive venue for one of America's most exciting pastimes. But this brand new $25 million facility is more than just another piece of architectural eye candy on the face of Penn State. Early on in the planning process, it was decided that this new field would be unlike any other baseball facility in the country. Medlar Field was to be environmentally friendly. Automatic lights that turn off after 5 minutes, water-conserving sinks and waterless urinals, and clearly marked recycling bins are only the obvious green features of this park. Medlar Field also reuses non-bathroom water for things like irrigation. 76% of construction waste was diverted for recycling, and shared parking with other Penn State sports facilities meant no need to waste energy constructing a new lot. The list goes on and on. With all these energy-conscious measures, Medlar Field has been certified as a leader in energy and environmental design, the first sports venue in the country to receive this label. But it doesn't stop there.
We also have a responsibility to help educate the public. And we have a fantastic facility and a sport that lends itself to helping educate the public. And so this past season we had 3 Going Green Nights where we partnered with various university agencies, state agencies, and local organizations to help promote energy conservation, things that just the general public can do not only at home but in the workplace to be more energy minded.
As a community, we really need to do something for our environment.
It's definitely more on my mind now than it was a year ago.
I think that we're all in it together, so we all need to do our little share, even if it is just recycling.
If I can recycle, I do. If there's the opportunity there, I will, and I think a lot of people feel that way as well.
And there's no way that we can keep acting the way we are now. If things are just getting worse every day, then years and years it's just going to be out of control.
I think that every company should be doing anything that they can to help out in any way possible. So I think that companies should start taking a larger part in trying to help the environment.
It's a matter of trying to become as educated as possible and then taking that education and applying it to our operation. And so we're not going to stop until we become as environmentally sustainable as we possibly can with this facility.